All right, you guys, welcome back to Pilates Strong. My name is Lorene. We're gonna do a back focus workout today that's gonna get sort of all the different areas, middle, side, lower, upper. You're just gonna feel great, okay? To start off though, I always like to warm up the core before we go into any back extensions. So let's get started. You're gonna start off on your hands and knees, find your plank position, okay? Now just take a minute here, pull those abs in tight. So after this warm up, it's gonna be a workout that's gonna be 3 rounds, 1 minute each exercise in those rounds, and then that round is repeated in a compound sort of movement. So you'll kind of see where we're going with this. All right, so find your plank position. Now you should feel already your abs are warming up, okay? Make sure you're not like here because that's not really a plank. You wanna, I actually prefer this versus anything lower, like super low or neutral. All right, we're gonna do prancing plank. So you're gonna drop your right knee down, boom, bring it up. Down, up, down, up. So just a little warm up, right? So when my knee's on the ground, I'm like pulling it back up with these abs, right? Like I'm really working on pulling it in with the abdominals, working through those deep, deep muscles that protect our back, okay? So just keep prancing it out. One knee down, and then switching, and switching, and then switching, okay? So after this, we're gonna do a little chest lift in order to continue to warm up the abs. And then that way when we get back into our back extensions, you're gonna feel a little more protected in that low back. And also, in between the rounds, we're gonna add a reverse plank, just to, extra challenge ourselves a little bit, get a little bit of arms back and shoulder, butt, and keep going. You have about 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, and release. All right, flip around. Let's do a little bit of chest lift, like nothing too crazy. We're just gonna kind of lift the chest up, hang out here for a second. Okay, just breathe. I'm not super high up, my hips are on the ground. Okay, I'm just kind of checking out my hips, making sure they're level, making sure I'm not super tucked. Now reach forwards, grab your thighs, elbows relaxed, pull those abs in, hands back behind the head, and you're gonna do little squeezes from there. Woo! All of a sudden, high abs, okay? Just gonna warm this part up here for a minute. Really getting those abs working, awake, giving them their coffee. All right, keep going, up and down. My tailbone is glued to the mat. I'm not lifting like super high, sort of just more contracting a little bit here, like contracting down. That contraction down is what's getting me up. I'm not even thinking about getting up right now. I'm just trying to contract right there. Keep going. Oh boy, I'm not sure how much time. I think we got about 20 seconds left. Let's just call it 20 seconds for now. Up and down, squeezing those abs. You're gonna feel like you're getting super deep in here, which is great. Up and down. Head is relaxed. So I've been working on my website, trying to get it out, trying to get some stuff going here. With the pandemic, I'm very thankful to still be busy teaching online, which is really amazing, which is something that I would not think possible before we were kind of forced to do it. Very interesting how people are able to adapt. I love it. Oops, that was longer than 20. 3, 2, and then release. Okay, so here we go. First exercise. Good old-fashioned dart, right? Nothing too crazy, just a good old-fashioned dart, hands behind the back, shoulders lift off the ground. So here's what I want you to watch for, right? We're not like here in dart, okay? We are more shoulders back, chest up, and then hands up. So I really want a nice dart. I want shoulders back. Now my right shoulder, this side, right, has this tendency to do that, scoliosis. So I'm always working on trying to really pull it back, open it up. Gotten so much better through the years through this kind of work. Okay, now ready? We're gonna lift up and then down. Okay, you're not gonna touch your head to the ground. Lift up. I want you to imagine, and I don't know why, but this always helps me, like there's claws right here and they're pulling you from your upper back up, right? I know it sounds really weird, but for some reason it's like claws that just pull you up, that are in your back. It's drawing you up, okay? At the same time, you're really pushing sort of the pubic bone into the mat, keeping those bones down, abs are tight, so you're not just moving through the low back, right? Keep going, keep the hands behind here. Oh yeah, and another little tidbit, I got a dog. So that's also been keeping me busy. So between surgery, the dog, and teaching online, I have not done YouTube, and I'm so sorry, but I am gonna do it. I'm starting to take more time off during the week little tidbits here and there to work on it. Let's go for about 20 more seconds in our dart, and then we're gonna go right to Superman. And my little puppy's so cute, you guys. You will get to see him at some point. But if I have him in here, he's gonna be walking all over me and you guys will not be getting a workout. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, from here, arms are gonna go forward. Arms down, legs long. You're gonna do some Supermans. If you're tight in your shoulders here, guys, just take your arms out wider, or even this, okay? This I still consider a Superman, okay? Just a little modified, right? So lifting up, reach, and lower. And up, hold it for a second, and then lower. And really think of this lift. Your arms are being held by your back muscles here. So cannot speak still though. Okay, lifting up, lowering down. So think more about reaching long. Like when I lift here, the movement is all through this area, right? It's all through my back and my core. It's not really hurting my shoulders, and my glutes are working here too, right? Keep going, 30 seconds. I know this one I'm gonna count right because I'm really looking at my timer here. All right, keep lifting and lowering, moving through. So our break is gonna be a reverse plank. We're gonna flip around and hold it for a second. Coming up, 15 seconds. We'll flip it around real quick. Good, and really reaching, squeezing at the top, lowering, working through the back line. I love this stuff. Good, 3, 2, and flip it around. All right, so reverse plank, guys. We've done these, I know, in my other classes and my other sort of videos. We're gonna do it on our forearms today, feet down. This is too much. Your modification is gonna be here. Just kind of lifting up and holding here, okay? Otherwise, I want you to give it a go. Chest up. Oh man, this is hard after, I haven't done this for a while after surgery. So really try to get the butt up. I sometimes like to use my fingers to sort of lift it a little higher, find the position, head back or forwards. My neck is finally starting to feel a little better, so I'm able to look back, which is good. And just kind of hang out here. Keep those hips lifted. All right, keep breathing. Abs are tight. This is your break. Keep holding. We got Hammerhead coming up. Carol, one of my clients, she named it that. She's very creative. If you're listening, I need more help from you on some names for my exercises. 5, 4, hips higher, 3, 2, and lower the butt down. Okay, flip it around. We're gonna do the Hammerhead Shark, okay? You're gonna take your hands onto your head onto your backs of your hands here. Again, it's all about the back. So you're gonna pull the shoulders back. Okay, think about where you're gonna move from. Head stays glued to your hands. You're gonna lift up and you're gonna go side to side. Now, why is it called Hammerhead Shark? Because like the hammerhead eyeballs would be here kind of, right? I know, silly, but it's so conveniently named that I feel like it makes so much sense. And then they kind of swim. Well, they don't kind of swim, they do swim. Kind of swim, that would be funny. No, they actually do swim in the water. That's what sharks do. Okay, anyway, so keep going, keep the head glued on the hands. As I'm turning, I'm not rotating, I'm just lateral flexing, and I'm really using the kind of like the side muscles here and the back line to really pull myself over. Notice that my hips are not wobbling a lot too when I do this, right? So keep the shoulders back. Woo! Loving this, guys. I feel all those good muscles working. The muffin top, which we always are trying to get rid of. Pull, exhale, pull, and pull. Keep it going, guys. Got about 10 seconds, a little longer than that. Keep going side to side. Keep going side to side. We're gonna do some leg lifts coming up, reverse leg lifts. 4, 3, 2, now head down. Now from here, guys, really keeping like the pubic bone pressing into the floor, lift the thighs off the ground and back down. You're reaching, lifting, and lowering. I don't want like some crazy movement in your low back here, okay? So don't like lift super high and jam into your low back here. Reach long and lower. Reach long and lower. If you really think about pulling the abs in and sort of lengthening the tailbone kind of down towards the mat, like posterior tuck, you'll really find that helps with protecting the low back, and it really puts it more in the glutes. Keep going. Good. Let's go for about 25 more seconds here. Okay. Now remember, this is all about the back line today. Good. Keep moving. It's funny because after, I think right about now is where I really start to feel all those great areas all through here. all those spots that we want to always work. You can also have your head to one side here if you want. I should probably do that so I can see the timer. Keep going. Keep those abs in tight. Make sure that you're not like using your low back excessively. 3, 2. Now you know what's next, guys. It's that reverse plank. I know it's kind of the theme here. It's really a challenging move. Okay, let's lift it up, hold it for about a minute here, and just breathe. Keep those hips lifted. You're gonna really feel that tush working after that warm up we did. I have a tendency to like sink down in here, so just really, if you need to use your fingers again, kind of lift up higher. Plus, I'm just not as strong as I was before surgery yet. I'm still trying to get my strength back. Woo, got 30 seconds. Let's go to our happy place here, shall we? Okay, after this, we're gonna do our tricep push-up to, I think, Superman again. Yeah, tricep push-up to Superman is what we're gonna do. Working through the back line, you'll see here in a second. So, minute of tricep push-ups, minute of Supermans, and then we'll repeat the whole thing, but with the compound movements. I am having a hard time. Woo! Very good though, guys. Keep holding. I can feel this. Abs are tight. Make sure your abs are engaged here. Keep going. 3, 2, lower it down. Oh my God, that is burning. So good. Okay, so now we're gonna do the tricep push-up. So you don't lift super high off the ground. I really want you to pay attention to your shoulders here. I'm actually gonna turn around because I think this will be an easier, better way to see the shoulders here. My hands are gonna start right at my rib cage. A lot of people end up here in their tricep push-ups anyways. Really want you to focus on pulling them back and down. Like if you have a flashlight here, you want that flashlight pointing forwards, all right? You don't lift super high here, okay? Your options are you can just lift the thighs up and down. Option 2, you kind of give your arms a little push to lift up, like just thinking about lifting up. That's an extra option number 2. Did I say 2 again? I don't know. So that's option 1 and option 2. Option 3, guys, is I'm gonna get my hands more back to challenge myself a little more, is this, okay? So going up and down, just like this. Shoulders are back. You're not lifting super high. You're just kind of trying to find these guys here to do the movement, right? It's all back through here. Like when I'm lifting, that's where I'm feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all in the neck, not even in the shoulders really. It's all the back and the core working here. So just keep lifting up and down, up and down. Keep moving through. Good. And just focusing on the breathing. Okay. Got about 30 seconds. It's very challenging, I know. And then we're gonna go back into Superman again, okay? So just do the best that you can. The good news is the second round is only a minute each exercise, but we are gonna run through them back to back, all right? They're all gonna be a little more compound. About 10 more seconds here with these little mini tricep push-ups. Oops, and I'm cranking my head way too much. Try not to crank your head so much because I keep talking. Good. Up and down. Up and down. 3, 2. Now arms and legs go long again, guys. Okay, back to the Supermans. Lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. And again, really thinking of what you're using to lift up. We're not going super fast. I like to go with control. I find that it sculpts the body better that way. And down. Make sure you feel even pressure on both sides of your hips on the floor so you're not tilting the hips to one side. Good. Keep going. Good. Up and down. So these are really like the first set of videos I'm doing since the surgery, which was actually back in March of last year, right before the pandemic. Kind of worked out, I guess, because then I had like time off to really recover, but I would have taken time off anyway, so I don't know. And lift and lower. Good. Nothing serious, just something that I had to do that I'll explain later. Keep lifting and lowering, finding those back muscles. Good. 5, 4, but something that also takes a long time to recover from. 3, 2, and then release, okay? One more of those reverse planks. Super duper hard, I know, guys. You know, it's one of those things where the first time you ever do something like this, it's so hard, but the more you do it, the better you get at it, okay? So we're just gonna lift up and hold. And hopefully by this third round, you feel a little looser. Also, with feet position, you can also do, well, traditionally it's heels together, toes apart like this. I'm doing a little more parallel on this last round. I like to move in all planes of motion. Good, and try not to sink in the shoulders, right? You wanna really lift up, get the hips up. I'm having a hard time getting my hips up today. Just Haven't done these in a while, but again, you can see I'm working on it too. Just hold it and let it shake. You can even look back a little. I will say that the neck does feel better. Good, keep holding, keep breathing. Woo, these are great, I love them. 5, let it shake. I'm shaking, like detailed shaking. 3, 2, and then release. Okay, so now we're gonna do all of those exercises, 1 minute each. So it's actually only like 3 minutes total, but it's gonna be all compound. So it's gonna feel a little harder. So our dart to butterfly exercise becomes, oh, my flashlight's on, becomes a reverse butterfly, okay? So for 1 minute, we've got the reverse butterfly, okay? So you remember the exercise we just did was this and then a Superman, right? We're simply gonna combine those two, okay? So you're gonna start with your arms long. Catch my breath, okay? You're gonna lift it up, reach it back. As your arms come back forwards again, you stay lifted and you lower. So hard, okay? Lift. Arms go back. Arms reach forwards, forwards and lower, okay? If this is too much, guys, you're just gonna stick with your Superman, or you can just do T-lifts, which is just out to the side lifting, okay? Keep going. Lift. All the way around. Keep the chest lifted. All the way forward. Try to keep the head in line with the spine. So hard to do. Good. Keep going. Lift. Arms back. Arms forwards. Lower. Lift. Arms back. Arms forwards. Lower. About 10 seconds, guys. And then we're going to do the hammerhead shark. We're going to combine that with our reverse leg lift. You will see. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and release, okay? Now for this one, you're gonna start here, okay? You're gonna lift the chest up and the legs, you're gonna reach. Bring it back in. Lateral flex, reach. So the main difference, guys, is your legs stay lifted the whole time and you're adding sort of the thigh reach. Good. Lateral flex, bring it in and switch. Now try not to let your hips wiggle. My hips are grounded. I always talk about this. Hips are super grounded. Keep going. Bring it out, center, and switch. But you're still pulling from your back line, right? So really take your time. This is not a speed exercise. Like as I reach, I feel the back muscles engage. As I bring the arm forwards, back muscles are working. So here, all the way to here, coming from here. All through those lovely, beautiful back muscles that we a lot of times fail to use enough of. Keep going. Good. And reaching. You can also use the legs down too much. You got about 5 seconds. 4, 3. I'm gonna do one more each side. 3, 2, woo, and release. Okay, last thing here. Tricep push-up to Superman. In some ways, this is actually easier than that last exercise we did, simply because we have sort of a break in between the tricep push-up. All right. So, hands by your sides. I'm gonna show you my right side. It's a lot harder to keep the shoulder back. It tends to do that a lot, so scoliosis, what can I say, right? But I always do the best I can. Ready? And lift, lower, reach, in. Lift, lower, reach, in. I love the way that this feels, especially after all those back extensions that we just did. Good. Lower. Good. And reach. And I'm really trying to keep that shoulder back as much as I can. Working through all these great muscles that we have, guys. It's so awesome. Be thankful that you have a healthy body, a normal body, and use it to your advantage. I really don't understand how people don't, maybe it's motivation, I don't know. I just don't understand how if you have a healthy body, why you, or even not, like, you know, me, I have scoliosis, why you wouldn't just do the best you can with it, right? It's our one body. It's the one that we got. It's the one that we live in. It's the most important thing that we can invest in, both our time and our money. Okay, so use it. Use it or lose it, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Hold it, 4, 3, 2, and release. Oh my gosh, so hard, guys. So hard. Take a little child's pose. Let it all stretch out a little bit. Anyways, if you like this, like, comment, subscribe, share. I do have a website coming out. It's not, well, as of the day of this video, it's not published yet. but it's gonna be becomepilatesstrong.com. So keep checking back there. It's just gonna be sort of a place where you can reach out to me. Also sign up for online classes, which I'm hopefully gonna start adding here in a little bit, trying to get permits for that. Lots of stuff in the works. Anyways, you guys, awesome job.